Look, no matter how brilliant your idea is, no matter how much you've hustled, the cold truth is this: you won't get to unicorn status alone. The startup world is littered with brilliant founders who burned out, investors who missed the real winners, and partnerships that looked good on paper but turned into dead ends. It's frustrating as hell. You feel like you're grinding in the dark, spinning wheels, wasting time chasing one demo day after the next, hoping for that lucky break. Meanwhile, the real game is happening behind closed doors. The deals, the co-building, the ecosystem plays you don't see unless you're already inside. And if you're not there, you're falling behind. This pain, the isolation, the missed connections, the wasted energy, is what kills most startups before they can take off. So here's the brutal reality. If you want to build tomorrow's unicorn, you've got to stop acting like a lone wolf. This isn't just about finding investors or coding faster. It's about lining up ecosystem partnerships that matter. Partnerships that don't just write checks, but move markets, shape industries, and pull you into whole new orbits. You need people who solve your blind spots, who complement what you don't have, who don't just want to be on your cap table, but want to build alongside you. Founders aligned with the right investors, operators building bridges between companies, partners plugged in across verticals, geographies, and technologies. Without those hardcore, sometimes messy, always honest collaborations, the ceiling claps down on you faster than you realize. Here's what nobody tells you openly. Your biggest asset isn't your product or your pitch, it's your network. And I don't mean LinkedIn connections or random coffee meetings. I mean the deep strategic partnerships inside ecosystems where trust is earned in sweat, deals happen behind the scenes before they go public, and collective power turns into unstoppable momentum. You want to be a unicorn? You have to obsess over this network. Not by scattering attention, but by laser focusing on building, nurturing, and leveraging the few right partnerships that push the whole ecosystem forward. That means zero tolerance for distractions, no time for surface-level networking, and every single interaction charged with intent and follow-through. Now, you might be thinking, easier said than done. True, because the system we're in doesn't make this easy. Investors chase shiny valuations, founders scramble for short-term wins, everyone's busy protecting their turf or playing safe. But if you want to beat that, you must call out the toxicity of transactional relationships and stop pretending going it alone works anymore. Drop the ego that kills collaboration. Get ruthless about aligning incentives. Prioritize shared upside, not just quick deals. If the partner isn't ready to move with you through bad times, they don't fit. Get this, there's no magic formula here. It's relentless grit, constant testing, brutal honesty about what you bring and what you need, and real emotional work building trust when it feels easier to burn bridges. But when it clicks, when you find the few ecosystem partners who think in sync, move fast, and bring resources you didn't even know you needed, that's when you break the frame of what you thought was possible. These partnerships become force multipliers, unlocking new markets, products, capital, talent, and opportunities simultaneously. Suddenly, your startup isn't a solo act, but part of a living network that pushes beyond limits. So right now, here's what must happen. Cut through the noise. Map your ecosystem deliberately. Know who the real players are, who adds value beyond the spreadsheet, who's hungry for long-term impact, not just flash. Then go all in on building those connections. This means more than just warm intros. It means carving out joint projects, sharing risks, opening your data, co-creating new offerings, and yes, sometimes making uncomfortable compromises for a bigger win. Your job is to be the node that pulls others closer, the founder or investor who moves beyond status quo partnerships into raw, honest collaboration that shifts the whole sector. If you ignore this, you're settling for mediocrity. You're gambling that your idea alone can beat the system. It won't. Ecosystem partnerships define tomorrow's unicorns because they turbocharge growth, multiply value, and insulate you against the chaos ahead. Forget who told you that startups are solo hero stories. Those days are over. Build your tribe carefully, invest in deep, complementary relationships, and watch the impossible unfold. The only question now is, will you do what it takes before others get there first? Subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit the featured link to discover more.